Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. Joshua with another custom Gundam MSA reveal. In this fine Saturday afternoon, I like to show off to you guys my custom heavy armored gun tank. And this is a figure that I got in that dollar trade, well, that dollar lot from eBay like last month. And he's pretty cool looking. I've actually been working on this guy for about maybe about a month or so. I kind of fucked around with him last month for a little bit, and I stopped and finally get back to him yesterday when I actually had some time to work on him. And as you can see, I did a extensive amount of work on this guy, a fuck ton. You have no idea. First of all, I got the inspiration from this for this figure from a very old movie called Robot Jocks, which I have right here. And Robot Jocks was it was one of those stop motion like a stop motion movie where they had big giant robots that would fight each other, kind of like Gundam Wing, but more realistic, I think. And ironically, here's the inspiration I got for my gun tank, as you can see resemblance, minus the legs. But anyways, yeah, took me a while to get the guy the way he is now. Actually, I spent a good like 3 hours on him yesterday. And the reason why it took me such a long time is because I sat there in my garage just giving him different parts from different parts, trying different things on, seeing what goes and what doesn't go on them, until I came up with this. And it's pretty fucking cool. One of the first things I did to him was I took the head off, took the ball joint out. Not really sure what I did with the ball joint. I think I have it in my parts box somewhere. But anyways, I took the ball joint out, and I took a Dremel and I went in there and basically made a big giant cavity for the head to fit in there. And after I was done there, I went back and sanded it, tried to square it up as best as I could. Then after that, he was a pretty much actually he was a complete gun tank, pretty complete. And so I just took the arms off, and I found a spare Gelgug that I had, and so I just gave him the Gelgug arms and the shoulder pads, as you can see. And I didn't really have time to go back and sand off the decal for the Xeon, but maybe I'll just leave it there and call it a Xeon gun tank or something. And so after I was done sanding, I took the whole entire figure apart, tossed it into some brown dye solution, in hopes that it would turn brown. It was brown last night when I took it out and dried off and everything, but the more it cooled, the more darker it got until it kind of came to as a black color. Which, either way, black or brown, it looks pretty sexy. And after it was done drying, I went back and used some Gundam paint. Painted, I guess you'd call this like a torso area. So I painted the torso area a darker gray and the head too. Then I took the head, glued it into place. I found, right here, I actually found a gun cannon. It was one of the leftover pieces I had, so I cut that in half and made a hole and, put that in there. And I think this came from a GIF, like I think it's like extended GIF or something. It came with the shield, something like that. So I tore the hand off and I, made a hole in there and glued it in, called it good. And I'm pretty sure this came from like a ground type gun number or something, like the gun. So I took that off and, made a hole and glued it in there. So it's, pretty cool looking. I like it. And then over here, I took the guns. I left those on there. Originally, I was going to replace them with like I want to say like a heavy arms machine gun, but I was like, nah, let's just keep these cannons on here for now. And then right here, I got these this morning. These are the last things I put on. I think they're from the Jag Dogo shield. This little shield here. Yeah, took them right off of there, and super glued those on. They just dried about maybe 10 minutes ago, so I just plopped these on, very carefully. It's still wet, I think. And back here, I've used the jetpack from the Jagged Doga. Gyaradoga, and Jagdoga. And right here, I actually, right here, originally I was gonna be putting these weird gun things were supposed to be on the back, so that had more of like an aerial support. But as I was putting everything together, it didn't really, look too great to me. So what I actually did was I took the booster. The booster was originally on top of here, so I took that off. And I realized after putting it in there, I was just fucking around. I just tossed this right into the hole that I just made, and it fit in there perfectly. It wobbles and whatnot, but it works good. And then I took these little gun things that came off of the RX-78 ship thing that has. I took these off of that, and I stuffed it right inside the hole, and there you go. And it actually works really nice. So if this guy really wanted to, he can actually like turn his weapons around, like shoot people from the back. There's like a 360 rotation, so that's always cool. And if you really wanted to, you can do an aerial attack, which is pretty cool. I like it. But other than that, it was pretty fun making. And to be honest with you, this is probably one of the best custom gun tanks that I have ever done, in my opinion. I've done a black one before. I've done a black one. I've done a green one that was pretty interesting. Because the torso is originally blue, and then when you take yellow synthetic dye and you dye the torso blue, it'll come out green. I actually learned that idea. I actually figured that out by accident, and I was trying to dye a goof, because goofs are blue. I was trying to dye a goof yellow, and so I added yellow to blue, and they turned out green. That's pretty cool, actually. Really enjoyed that. I actually did a green Gogu a couple times, Gelgugs, goofs, things like that. But other than that, this figure it's really nice. I really like it. Now, originally I was going to have the torso turned all the way around. Give it more of a robot jock look. In my opinion, it looks better this way. Actually, it kind of reminds me of that, I forgot the robot's called. It's that big giant robot from the Terminator 1, Terminator 2. That big giant one with the tracks just like this. That's what it reminds me of. Imagine a little like, John Connor like running away from it. This robot's all chasing him. He's like, I'm gonna fucking rape your ass, John Connor. I'll fucking rape you so hard. He's like, no, Mr. Robot, don't molest me. Well, you can, but you have to use lube. He's like, no lube. Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, I also painted the cockpit gray too, so that's cool. The cockpit, as you can see here, it's not really complete yet. I just need to put another coat on there and get all the whites out of there. Before I leave, one thing I did with the cockpit was I ripped off the ears. Yeah, I want them to stick out. But even in the movie Robot Jocks, one of the robots actually had something like this too. Had a weird gun that popped out its chest, and that Robot Jocks movie was a really big inspiration for me when I was a kid. When I was like 3 years old, I used to watch the shit out of it because I loved robots. Big giant robots that would fight each other. So I would watch Transformers, Voltron, Robot Jocks, and there's another giant robot. Oh, Power Rangers too. Yeah. Fucking Megazords. Dragonzord was my favorite. He was a pretty badass Megazord. But yeah, that's about it for this review. And well, fuck, if I have them like this, I might as well take these missiles and kind of flip them around after the paint and the glue's done drying. But if you guys are interested, this guy's going to be for sale on eBay. Or if you just want to straight up buy him, I can sell it to you straight from PayPal. But before I leave, I'll give you guys a nice little 360 around the figure, just to see the detail and the work they did on them. Yeah, pretty sexy. that's about it. Anyways, if you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe, and always, thanks for watching.